Today on Big Fish 365, Lee Tauchen, Eric Haataja and friends go against the flow on a trip for Great Lakes spring run walleyes. First, dragging jig and plastic combinations upriver for hungry post-spawn eyes.
If you like to jig fish, small boat fish, come up to Green Bay. We got some awesome walleye fishing.
Then, triggering aggressive fish at tributary mouths by pulling stick baits on three-way rigs.
This is awesome big walleye there.
All this and more, right now, on Big Fish 365.
What a river giant. What a big salmon, light tackle. How awesome is that?
Got another nice bluegill. Here he comes. There he is. Got him.
He crushed that bait. Awesome fish. There's one. Got him? Fish, got him. This thing is an absolute tanker, man. It's all about the big fish, baby. All right, so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna fish plastics. We'll fish some ringworms, twister tails, you know, some gulp, and we'll see what the fish want to eat. We're also gonna do that technique we did last year when you know me and you fished up here for the first time, where we're casting straight downriver and dragging the jigs upriver. So I'll go over that real quick. Just, you know, it's a little tricky, and then you feel the fish hammer it, and then just drop the rod and set the hook. Bring them in. There he is. All right. First couple casts. Just starting the day, buddy. Oh, there he is on the surface back there. Casting these jigs straight down river. Take them. All right. Show you what I'm using right here. The good old-fashioned twister tail. Look at that. Look at the way he just thumped that, ate that jig. Fishing a twister tail in the river in the spring. It's been going on for many, many years. It'll go on forever. Just an awesome bait. Starting with a good old 4-inch chartreuse twister tail. Can't beat it. You get a piece of plastic in the spring. Second cast of the day, there's a walleye. You know, there definitely is a trick to working these jigs.
No, I agree.
That's the hardest thing to try to explain to people is the one thing I notice when people come out here and start fishing these jigs, dragging them upriver, they fish them way too fast. And you want to fish slow. Slow, slow, slow. Give it a quick pop, but just pull it up the river nice and slow. That's not a bad one. Nice. Let's see here. We don't even need the net for the little ones. We'll net the big ones, hopefully. There he is. Walleye, springtime, nice fish, beautiful fish. After catching 4 months of brown trout, seeing something gold is a nice relief. So Jim, for those two fish, here's the way I was working that jig, and it's really critical the way you work this jig up the current, because you know you have to be in contact with the bottom, and you have to watch your rod tip. I'm not moving it around a bunch. I give it a little pop, and then I hold it, and I'm watching that tip, and that fish is going to go dunk when he hits it. Give it a little pop, hold it, watch a tip. Here's the mistake that I see a lot, Jim. Okay, I see people go big pop and then drop the rod with all the slack. Definitely don't want to do that. I also see people over snap jigs sometimes, and sometimes the fish will hit it if you aggressively pop it or you just drag it, but I just like a quick little pop, hold it. We're just popping it upriver. You feel him hammering or what?
He hammered it.
Nice one too, buddy. Yes, nice fish. Oh, look at the way that thing ate that jig. It's a solid 23-incher at least. Nice job. Yeah, nice fish. Maybe a 22-incher. Nice job. You see that? See the way these fish are eating that? Okay, you know what we've got going on today? We got a northeast wind here in Green Bay. We got a cold front. Yesterday it was 65 degrees. Today, it's a 22 incher, okay? 22 inch male right there. Today, it's 29 degrees and it's cold. It's a massive cold front. I was talking to Lee and Jim and I said, you know what? We can still catch them. I have so much confidence that when these fish come up here by the tens of thousands, you can still come here, find the schools of fish where they're at in the progression of spawn, and you can still catch them under cold front conditions. You just got to find the fish and find the right presentation for them, and that's what it is. That's very, very effective.
After the break on Big Fish 365.
Yeah, double header, buddy! Oh, we both got nice ones.
This segment brought to you by Lake-Link.com, the Midwest's largest online fishing resource.
If it's not on your radar, you're not in the game.
Isn't that something?
Log on to Lake-Link.com, the largest fishing resource in the Midwest. Find info on thousands of bodies of water, interactive fishing reports, and gain access to topographical maps on over 2,700 different lakes. Be in the know and know where to go. Lake-Link.com, beyond the water.
Are you tired of chasing flags? Do you want to catch more fish? Then you need the Automatic Fisherman.
Introducing the Automatic Fisherman, a tip-up and jigging rod in one complete package. Fight your fish with a rod and reel. Catch all species of fish. No need to run to your tip-up. The Automatic Fisherman. Stop chasing flags and start catching fish. Get yours today.
There we go. There's one, Jim.
Ooh, looks like
Whoa.
a big fish.
Whoa, whoa, this feeling a little different than the other ones. The interesting thing about the retrieve on this, you know, as opposed to when you're lake fishing, you jig the bait and you kind of drop the rod back to it. In this river, when you're dragging the bait upstream, there she is. Thanks, buddy.
There we go.
When, come here there, buddy. See, when you're dragging the fish, the jig upstream, it's a little different. You actually don't drop the rod back down to the jig. So you just kind of leave the jig steady. Oh, I'm gonna need a pliers there. Thanks, buddy.
There you go.
You sweep the jig and don't drop it back down to it. All right, nice fish.
Got one.
Got one?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little bit bigger too this time.
Well, I've been catching so many of those cookie cutters, you know, and a lot of fun, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah, it's a
catching
lot of fun.
30, 40 fish is a lot of fun, but we're
This
kind
one
of
feels-
hoping to get that,
This one
you
feels a
know,
little bit
26 to 30 inchers. We can't go out in the bay right now because we got east winds. The bay is so rough, so we kind of got stuck up in the tributaries. So what we're gonna, that one's staying down.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is we'll fish here maybe half a day and see what happens. And I don't know, we'll try it maybe a little bit later at night if we can get out in the bay. But it's a nice fish. You know, I'm gonna grab the Frable. That's a nice one there. That looks all 26.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about these extensions on this Frable is you can reach out and, yeah! Oh, there we go. You can reach out and net them. It's a nice fish. Beautiful. That's more like it. That's what we're coming here for. That's a post-spawn. That's a nice fish. What do you think? That's a 25 incher probably. 24?
It's a good looking fish.
Beautiful
that's for
fish.
sure.
Just hammered that jig head. No fluoro or nothing, man. These fish are in here post-spawn. They're putting the feed bag on. There you go, buddy. Nice job. You want a picture of them real quick?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get a quick picture of them, then we'll let them go. Good job. There he is. That's a nice fish. Hey, switched up. You know what I put on? That's a good fish. Big plastic worm. I'm convinced sometimes for these big fish like this, you go a big paddle tail. When they're aggressive, like a bass worm. Yeah, double header, buddy! Oh, we both got nice ones.
a lot of fun. Or what? I'll grab mine. Nice fish. Boy, are they just hammering these plastics. Nice walleye. Look at that. Big 5-inch plastic post-spawn walleyes up in these rivers. Sometimes bigger is better. And you've got a 4-inch plastic twister tail. I mean, it's not a big, huge walleye, you know, it's a 20-incher, but look at the way they're eating that. They're just destroying that bait. I mean, I got my finger down in there, popping that out.
Yeah.
Awesome, isn't it?
That's awesome.
You feel them just hammer?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get some big ones, hey?
Yeah.
This is a nice fish. Not this one, that's a 20. I got it. A nice fish. Oh. That's why you got that long handle Brable, so you can reach out and grab nice post-spawn walleye here in the Green Bay tributaries. Some of the best walleye fishing going on right now in Wisconsin and the Midwest. If you like to jig fish, small boat fish, come up to Green Bay. You got some awesome walleye fishing.
After the break on Big Fish 365.
Look at that fish, Daddy!
That's a beauty. Look at the size.
Yeah!
This segment brought to you by Freyville, trusted gear since 1938. Looking for big fish 365 days a year? We've got you covered. Check out bigfish365.com. Watch past episodes of the show, how-to videos, and webisodes. Sign up free for our exclusive Big Fish Mobile. View and share your own videos and photos right on our site. Enjoy the Midwest's largest online fishing report with our partners at Lake Link. It's your one stop for all that's big fish. Become a member today at bigfish365.com.
The nation's largest independent dealer is where you need to go for your next motorcycle, and it's right in your backyard. Road Track and Trail. With over 500 pre-owned bikes to choose from, we can say name the brand, and we'll have it for under 10 grand. Check out roadtrackandtrail.com, then visit Road Track and Trail in Big Bend.
Well, we're gonna run some stuff here right in the river mouth. We're gonna try to troll right up the river mouth here. We're gonna run a couple boards, and we're gonna run a couple three-ways in the bottom here. So we're not gonna let out a ton of line with our planer boards here. We're just gonna have a tight spread and work our way right at the mouth. See if these fish that are suspended will hit the baits on the boards. We're gonna run some three-ways in the bottom. See if we can't drum up some big fish on the bottom. All right, buddy, I'm excited. We got a nice one on here. This is a big walleye.
What color rogue is that?
Fire tiger color. Love those fire tiger colors in the stained water.
In the smaller size, is it?
Yeah. This is gonna be a good one here.
Ain't coming up, is it?
It's gonna be a toad. Spawned out toad. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Nice fish. Nice fish. Is that pre-spawn or
Good looking one.
Nice looking fish.
That's a little darker now.
Yeah, it's about a 28-incher.
Very nice fish. Holy cow, man.
Yeah!
That's even bigger. That's a big one. And that was on the dead rod with the three-way.
Yep.
Is that a 2 or a 3 ounce weight on that, Eric?
That's a 2-ounce weight, and that weight that you use on that three-way is all dictated by the current. You got a lot of current, you go to a heavier weight. You don't have much current, you go to a lighter weight. There
Whoa,
she
whoa,
is.
whoa, whoa,
Yeah!
whoa, 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 stop.
Whoa, she's doing the dance.
Stop.
Oh,
There we go.
nice fish, man.
Great fish. All right.
Awesome. All right, well, the rig that we're using here, we're just getting set up now on our second pass, is basically a three-way rig, and that consists of a three-way swivel. I've got a 18-inch dropper line with a 2 or 3 ounce weight I use, and then I will use any sort of floating stick baits, from rogues to rapalas, any sort of floating stick bait. I'm gonna, throw that out there. Thunder sticks. So, but in the stained water, I really like these Fire Tiger baits. Anything that's lime green or orange in this really stained water. And all I'm gonna do with this, how I let this out, is I'll just throw my bait out there, make sure that bait's running straight, which it is.
Very important, keep her running true.
Yep, and I'll just drop this bait right down to the bottom. And when I hit bottom, I'm gonna let out a little bit of line, and I'm just gonna give it some pumps. And just work the bait right on the bottom and pump it. And these river mouths in the spring are just dynamite for monster walleye. Fish. Got him? Yep.
On the pump rod?
Yep, on the pump rod. Good one too. Oh, wait a second now. Yeah.
Come on, let's double up.
Fish right here, another one. Double. Really, right
Got
here.
it. Got it.
Yeah, we're just getting it dialed in. We're fishing these three ways right now. We came through here with some suspended deep diving crankbaits. That works some days. And we're figuring it out. The fish are on the bottom and they're wanting to eat these three ways. So.
Well, thing is, the first pass we made, we had the deep diving cranks on the outside on boards, and we had three ways, so we were running both rigs. But that first pass, all 4 strikes came on the three ways, so we doubled up the three-way rigs, the amount of three-way rigs we got out.
Watch that net. Pulling her back.
That's a beauty. Look at the size of that.
We got her, buddy.
Hey, I still got one here.
Oh. I love it.
She's staying down. She's staying down. It's not like yours.
Oh.
Hey, don't even net him. Don't even net him. I'll
right.
flip him in. Then
All
we
right.
don't have to get them all tangled up.
No problem. That's a big fish.
Boy, that's a great fish, man.
Huh?
Holy
What
cow.
a beautiful fish. Green Bay walleyes, getting it dialed in here in the rivers, using these three-way rigs. Very, very effective for catching these big fish.
After the break on Big Fish 365.
Fish?
Hang
on to 'em. All right.
All right, whoa.
This segment brought to you by Midwestern Shooter Supply, the official tackle supplier of Big Fish 365.
For over 25 years, Midwestern Shooter Supply has been your premier dealer for hunting supplies. Our staff is friendly, experienced, and certified with over 15 years in gunsmithing experience. We're your one-stop shop for your hunting needs. Our inventory is at the lowest possible price, and we will match any other dealer advertised price. Do you do more than hunt? Check out our supply of fishing products as well. Visit Midwestern Shooter Supply today, or shop our web store at mwshooters.com. Midwestern Shooter Supply. We want to be your outdoor supplier.
Fish?
Fish?
Hang on to him.
So I gave you that rod for a reason there, buddy.
Not bad, Danny. That's a big fish, buddy. Not a bad one. There you go, boys. Nice job. Boy, he crunched that too. You're not kidding me.
That one's really in there. He wasn't going anywhere.
It's a nice 24, 25 incher.
Yep.
Nice job, buddy. Hooked up, fish on.
Fish on, all
Got her.
right, buddy.
On the pump. I finally got one on the pump rod.
It's awesome, isn't it? Good one?
Hard
Hard to say.
Hard to say yet. Give me a few seconds here.
All right.
But look at that watercolor difference out here. This tea-stained water coming out of the river mouth, then you got the Green Bay water out there. Really a sharp contrasting difference out there. Okay, I'm actually at the rig. I couldn't see it, it's just straight down.
All right, we'll take them.
There we go, perfect specimen right there.
Nice job, buddy. Another nice, healthy post-spawn Green Bay walleye. What we've got going on is we're catching quite a few fish out here today at the river mouth here and even in the bay a little bit, but the water's warm. It's 39 to 43 degrees. Out in the bay here, The water's about 37, 38. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can run into some pre-spawn fish. We're gonna actually pull the plug. We're catching fish here, but they're all spawned out. I think we could still get a couple of really big females, and we're gonna pull the plug and we're gonna make a run. We're gonna head south, maybe about 5 miles, and see if we can get on some big pre-spawn fish spawning on some rock out in the bay here. So we're catching a lot of fish. It's kind of hard to leave, but we're gonna take a chance and gamble and see if we can get one giant pre-spawner and make a good run here. All right, man, all right. Fish are biting out here in the bay. I love this. You come out in the bay here and you put a little time in, and it's virtually all untouched. There's just no other fishermen out here. Everybody tends to like to fish around the rivers and like the pier and the Fox River and stuff like that. But if you come out in the bay and you start trolling these rock reefs and this rock structure, there's a lot of fish that spawn in the bay. And they spawn later than the fish do up in the rivers. So remember that next April, if you're looking for pre-spawn fish and the fish are spawning out, work your way into the bay where the colder water is.
There, I can see her down there.
Big fish. Is it? No, it ain't
Nope,
that big.
just hook funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it ain't that big. Alrighty.
And that was on the clown, pulling that that floater.
Suspended
Clown.
rogue. Yep, what was that, about 60 feet back?
About 11 feet of water.
Yep, we're in 11 feet of water and that's 60 feet behind the planer board.
All right. Fish?
Yep,
Got her?
got one. Doesn't
On the
feel
pump
that-
rod?
On a pump rod. Doesn't feel that big, but we got 5 rods just sitting here, and the one pump rod's getting some good action. Pumping that bait, and a lot of times that little jerking motion gets a reaction strike for these big fish. They're just sitting in the current, and you twitch it real quick, and they come and grab it. Here she comes. Yep. Yes. What another, that's a dandy. 29 incher at least, eh?
Look at that.
Oh yeah, now that's what I'm talking about.
There. That is
Woo!
Look, it's got a
Crunch
wedge
that
over.
rogue. That's a shallow running Smithwick rogue right there, a 4-inch Smithwick rogue. See
at
that
that.
little bill on there?
Actually fell out easy.
Yeah, you don't want a deep diver. That's an awesome big fish right there.
All right, now that's 3 ways to success for early spring walleyes right there. Nice work, buddy.
Hey man, it's been a good time catching these big walleyes up in the rivers and out in the bay. Just an awesome Green Bay big walleye there. What a great day in the water.
For more information, check out our website, bigfish365.com, for videos, fishing reports, real-time mobile uploads, and interactive content. Also, be sure to like us on Facebook, check out our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week for more Big Fish 365.